Hello everybody. I hope you're having a great day and maybe I can make it even a bit better for you because we have released the ITSM Portal version 5.4 with some new quality of life improvements, new features and of course some bug fixes. I would like to show you some of our new features, starting with a really small one here in the end user portal. Now consider this, maybe you yourself or some of your analysts opened a ticket in the end user portal. Maybe they received a notification email with a link inside that points to the end user portal, or you were doing just any other work in the end user portal. But now you would like to open the same ticket in the Analyst portal. And how I did this in the past, and probably you did too, is copying this ID up here, switch to the Analyst portal, use the global search to find the ticket by this ID and wait for the search to complete, etc. Now, we can save you some time with this process as we have introduced this Open in Analyst portal button, which does the same thing for you with just one click. So let me click that. I get a new tab with the same ticket now in the Analyst portal. Very nice, very simple, and adds a lot of value, can save you some time and nerves, of course. All right, so next thing we've added, which should save you some time, is this little affected user CI's picker down here. Now, usually if you want to relate an affected configuration item to your ticket, it is a configuration item of your affected user. So why not give you a little drop down here that lists all the configuration items that belong to your affected user. So you can choose from here. You can choose one, add it, and it has been added as a relationship down here. So you don't have to use this picker anymore to find configuration items that specifically belong to your affected user. You still can, of course, but you don't have to. You can save some time. Good. Now, another thing, again, a small quality of life improvement is here in the action log. And that is if you add attachments, or more specifically, if you add images. You might want to have a thumbnail, and we have added that. So let me just try that quickly. I add an attachment down here. Now for the moment, until I save, it's just as it was before. You have a link which opens the image for you, but at this point here, you don't know what's inside that image. And sometimes that can be a bit difficult because, yeah, especially screenshots have same names and you don't know which one you want to look at. So let me quickly save that. And now you see a little thumbnail of your image. So you have a better idea what attachment you want to have a look at. Okay, cool. Next thing is about our global search. Let me just quickly search for order here. Nothing very different to the previous version. I can see a lot of things related to orders, but maybe I cannot find what I'm looking for. Maybe I do have the Opera archive or any other archiving software that matter that allows me to search for work items. So in our case, I can just use that link down here, continue search in archive. And what this will do is it opens a pre-configured URL with the same search term. So here, this is our Opera archive, and you can see the same search term order was added already for me, and I can continue searching with the same search I did in the portal in our archive, and maybe find what I'm looking for, or maybe not, who knows. Good. Then another thing that especially we were missing in consulting, and maybe you are missing it too. More often than not, we had to go to the Service Manager console to have something available to us like the advanced search. So we figured, why not add this to our ITSM portal? And so we did. Up here in your global search input, if you have a close look, you will now find this little caret to the right. If you click that, you will see the advanced search option. So click this, and this is what you will get. Now, those of you who already have worked with the advanced search in the Service Manager console, you should be familiar with that. For the others, it's really simple. So let's do a little example. What could we do? We could search for incidents where I'm the affected user, which are in status active and pending. Yeah, that's a good example to start. So what I do is I have to choose a class. I would choose incident as a class, but since I do want to use the affected user relationship, I need to switch to type projections, or you might know it as combination classes. So let's go to type projections, search for incident, and this one looks quite fitting. Incident with affected user assigned to an initiator. Seems good to me, I'll choose that one. So now that I have selected my combination class, I can go to add property and search the properties I wish to have. So in this case, let me search for display name because I want the affected user's display name to be or to contain Raphael. And I want status. There we go. Status to be equal to active, or status to be equal to pending. And you can see quite quickly I get all tickets which are active or pending and where probably I am the affected user. Now I can continue, like, what else would you want to do? The assigned user. Let's have a look at the assigned user. Maybe I want to find all the tickets where I'm affected and are assigned to Adrian. Let's see. Yeah, there are some. I'm the affected user. Here we have Adrian as the assigned. Yeah, quite nice. Okay, that was about the advanced search. Now let's have a look at some new views that we have introduced. More specifically, we have 3 views. You should know them already from the Service Manager console. There you have them available already with the Advanced View Editor. But until today, the Analyst portal did not support them. But now they are here and they're supported. You're quite free on how you configure those, what they should show you. Here I have a little example with change requests that shows some information like the status, the affected user. Oh no, that's wrong, with the title and the created date. And then I can expand here and see the activities that are assigned to these change requests. Quite nice. All on one view. I can choose these items and execute the tasks as you know them already, like I can complete this manual activity right here, or I can edit it however you want. Exactly. All right, and now the probably nicest feature in my opinion. Let's have a look at Kanban views. Imagine you are in a team, you're managing a team maybe, and you have a weekly sync or daily stand-up where you have a look at what tickets are around, which tickets are assigned to who, and you just want to have an overview. So we have introduced this Kanban view. And in here, you can see we have a column for each of the assigned users, and you can see all the tickets which are assigned to those. And if you want to reassign a ticket, that's no big deal. So here we have the unassigned column. I can just take one and drag it over to, yeah, let's give this one to Anton. It's assigned, and here's one from Adrian that he might not be able to do, so I will just reassign it again to Anton. Or maybe there's one I want to unassign for whatever reason, I can do that too. Very nice. Also, if I want to execute the tasks, those that you should know already, you can just click and maybe change the status of this incident. Resolved. All done. All right, I canceled this one, huh? And it's gone. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to show you in regards of the new features. I hope you're as excited as I am for that new release. And thank you so much for the ongoing support. It's really motivating seeing people engage with us in our software. And if you have any suggestions or other inputs, please reach out to me, write me an email, and I will see what I can do. So thanks again and have a great day. Bye bye.